When you're doing automation, should we do it that way? No, right? You have to make use of variables. You have to use the variables in order to do the automation. Correct? Now, shall I show you how to create those variables and how to call them? Shall we see that? Yes. Okay. So see here, again I'll go to the same module and now I'll just add another script. Okay, I'll just add another automation script and here I'll just give it as repos using variables, something like this. Okay. And I'll give this, select the type as web service only. So now please concentrate, very important it is. Please do concentrate everyone. What are you supposed to do here? First and foremost thing, we have to create the variables. Correct? We'll know before we do the automation, we will be knowing what variables we have to create. So there you have to create an environment, then call the variables, all those stuff. But here, can you see this variable tab here? Can you see these variables here? So directly you can create a variable here. So here when it comes to variables, you have three types of variables. One is you can create a local variable, you can create a global variable, and you can also create a project environment variable. So what is the difference? If you create a local variable, this variable can be used only for this respective script. See, that means here I'm having two scripts, correct? If I create a local variable, that I can use that variable only inside this script. I cannot use it elsewhere. Okay, that is about variables. But if I create a global variable, global you can use it anywhere. You can use in other modules also, you can use in other scripts also. Okay, but what is the meaning of project environment variables? Project environment means inside this project called QSpiders BTM, anywhere you can create this, anywhere you can use that variable. Okay, now anyways we are not dealing anywhere elsewhere. Let us stick on to the same variable. Let us stick on to local variable only. Okay, I'm not going outside anywhere in this example at least. So what I'll do, I just go click on place variable. See, create variable, you can either create here or you can create it here. Click on create variable. Okay, it is asking for variable name. Now remember, you are creating base URL. Create base URL. What is the type? It is local variable. It is disabled. You cannot select this. By default it is already selected. Next, what is the value of that base URL? Is this not the value of base URL? See here, https api.github.com. Copy this, come back and paste this. See, this is the value of base URL. Just click on create. Click on create. See here, we just created one base URL, right? One base URL was created. Perfect. Next, if I want to create another variable, just go and click on place variable once again. Now here I'll give another, I'll generate one token. I'll create a variable for token. What is the value of token? This is the value of our token, right? I'll copy this and I'll give the, where is that? So token, and give the value of that token. See, I just created another variable. Okay, I just created another variable. Next, suppose I want to create one more variable. Let's say let us also create for owner also. What is the value of owner name? That value I will give it here. Just click on create. Okay, we have just created three local variables. Now let us start using these variables inside our requests. As usual, go to web service and here I'll just create first one. I'll execute create repo. Create repo. What is the method? The method for creation is post. Next, till now we were hard coding the URL. See very carefully. We were hard coding the URL like https api.github.com. Like this you are hard coding user repos, like this we were typing, right? But from now onwards, should we hard code? No, you just have to call it. How do you call? You have to call. See, in Postman, how do you call? Tell me. How do you call a variable in Postman? Exactly. We were using these double curly braces, correct? Pair of double curly braces were indicating to call a URL, to call a variable. But here, how do you call is, the only difference here is you have to use this dollar symbol. See, you have to use this dollar symbol. If you use dollar, it will give you the suggestions. Remember the difference. In Postman it is double curly brace, but here it is dollar symbol. If you select dollar, see here, so it is showing you all the local variable, project variable, everything it is showing. Which is the variable I have to select? Select base URL. See, that variable was called here. Base URL we called. Next, what is the endpoint? Endpoint is user repos. Copy the endpoint, go back and attach the endpoint. Okay, that's the endpoint. Next, as usual, you have to provide the body. Come here, copy the body, paste the body, and go to bearer token. Now go to authorization and select bearer token. Now here, till now we were hard coding the bearer token like this. We were typing that value, correct? But now I have to call. How do you call? Again, use the dollar. Use the dollar, it will give you suggestion. Select token. See, the token got selected. Now what I'll do, I'll just click on send. When I click on send, what happened? So unprocessable entity name is already existing. So let me go to body. I'll give it as Rockstar only. Anyways, it is deleted. No worries. Give the name as Rockstar. Just click on send. So when you click on send, see here, you will get 201 created. See, successfully we were able to create a repository with the help of the variables. Using the variable, I just created one repository. Is it simple? Did you get the difference? How to create a variable and how to call that variable? Did you get this? Easy, right? It's very simple, right? Yes. Yeah. Can you try this also quickly? After this, I'll show you snippets. Can you try it out? Yes, do it. Just 2 minutes, do it. Now that you just understood how to call the base URL and how to use the token also, correct? Shall I show you the last part, that is how to give the conditions, how to make use of test this thing, validation. Shall I show you that also? Yes. Listen, please listen now. So let me first go and delete that Rockstar. Let's first delete this Rockstar because again it will throw unprocessable entity. Copy, paste. Okay, it has been deleted. Okay, yeah. Now these conditions, how do you do the validation? The validation should happen automatically. How do I give that validation is that question now. So here this is for created. So first, what is our expectation? I should get the status code as 201. For this, how we were doing in Postman? In Postman, you were going for this tab called as tests, and here we were making use of some variables, correct? Sorry, not variables. We are making use of the snippets. You go here, make use of all these snippets. A code gets generated, then give the code. That is what we are doing, right? But here what we do in Firefly. In Firefly, we don't call it as tests. Instead, you have this option called as assert. You have this assert. Go and select this assert. Okay. Here you don't have to worry about the concept called as snippets or code generation, nothing. You know how simple this is? All you'll have to do is come and just select this checkbox. Just select that checkbox. And you'll, what is that you are verifying? You are verifying the status code. Now you can come and select the operator, whether you want it to be equal to or lesser than or equal to, greater than or not equal to, any operator you can select. And I want the status code to be equal to 201. That's all. That's all. Is it not very simple? Right? Don't know concept of snippets, writing the code, go make the changes, nothing. It's damn simple here. Next, suppose you want to give the response time also. Next, response time is what? 1250 milliseconds, correct? Now I'll go here, select the checkbox called response time. Select the response time. And here, can I give response time is equals to? No, response time should be lesser than. Okay, either select lesser than or equals to whatever it is. And see, it tells enter the time in milliseconds. I'll just enter in 1250 milliseconds. Now Ankit is asking me, what about the string? What about the string? Should I keep it in double quotes or should I write it as it is? So here, you don't have to keep it in double quotes or you don't have to write it in number. You just write the value as it is. Whether it is a string or whether it is a number, whether it is boolean, it will understand automatically. Got it? It will understand automatically. You do not have to worry about that. The data type is taken care by itself automatically. Got it? Next, suppose I want to verify the JSON path. See here in the order they have given. Usually in a real-time project, this is how we go. First you verify the status code, then the response time, then the JSON path. That is how we have written the test case also. See now, JSON path. Suppose I tell name of the repository should be equal to Avengers, right? Here it is not Avengers. Here I've created it as what? What have we created as? We are creating it as Rockstar, right? Rockstar. Yes. Now I am expecting the same thing. I'm expecting the same thing. What is the JSON path? What is the path for that name? Is it not just name? It is just name, right? Path is just name. And what is the expected value? I am expecting it to be equal to Rockstar. That's it. The name I am expecting as Rockstar. Next, description should be equal to Iron Man. So if you want to add one more condition, just go and click on plus. Now I am telling it should be equal to, what is the path? What is the path for description? The path for description is just description. And what should that be equal to? It should be equal to Iron Man. The path description should be equal to Iron Man. Okay. Next. Next, I will just go. Now Balaji is asking dot name is the path. See Balaji, I told you, right? You can ignore that dot. It will be taken automatically. That X dot I told you, right? That will be taken care automatically. You don't have to give that dot. In the backend only it will take that dot also. You just have to give name. Okay. Next. Suppose I want to give the value of the private as false. What is the path for private? Add one more thing, just private. The private, that should be equal to what? I'm expecting it to be equal to false. See, all these data types will be taken care by itself automatically. You don't have to give it in double quote, single quote, number, anything. Do not even have to worry about that. So how many conditions have we given? One more thing is there. Verify the owner name also. Let us give that also. What is the owner name path? Owner dot login. Correct? That owner name should be equal to this thing. Equal 7. That's it. See, I have given how many conditions have we given altogether? How many conditions have we given? No, it is not 4. 4, 5, 6. We have given 6 conditions. Now let us check whether these 6 conditions are working. Just go and click on send. When you click on send, see, the request was sent. It gave me the response, but if you see here, it is telling as failed. It is giving me as failed, correct? Why? Now, where have we given these conditions? I have given it in hazards, correct? Now, if I go here and I will select hazard results, go and select the hazard results. If you go to hazard results, see, every hazard is passed. Every hazard is passed. I am getting the status code as 201. I am getting the response name as, Rockstar. I am getting description Iron Man. I am getting private as false. Everything is working properly. There is no problem in that, but what is failing? Response time. I am expecting 1250 within 1250, but it is taking more than 1250. That is why the result is failing here. This is how we give the hazard conditions. Now after giving these hazard conditions, just you can go and save this. Once you will save this, that step will also be created. Did you all understand? Shall I show you once again? Yes, once again. Yeah, listen carefully. I just deleted that old repository which I created. Okay, now come back. Go to web service. Pass, which is the JSON path which got failed. I am giving lot of things. I am giving lot of JSON path here. Which how will I get to know which is the JSON path? So Chetan, so answer for your question is my voice breaking? My voice is clear, right? Voice clear, right? Okay. Okay. So now, so Chetan, the answer is the conditions gets executed one after the other. It will come in a sequence. First this condition gets executed, then this condition, then this condition, this condition. It comes in a sequence. Okay. And even though if you really want to know which one is passed, which one is failed, first hit the send button. Once you get that hazard results, now once you get that hazard results, see you can go to hazard results and here see fortunately now all the results got passed. See here, now all the results got passed today. Now in this scenario, now if you really want to see which is the JSON part, you can just hover your mouse here. Now it says Rockstar is equal to Rockstar. This is for description, and here if you hover the mouse, this is for response body. If you hover here, it will show you for which JSON data it is. Got it? Chetan, got it? Shruti is asking, what about the status code string? As of now, there is no option to validate that because how they have understood is by default for 201 you'll get it as created only, for 200 you'll get okay only, for 204 you'll get no content only, right? Anyways, that string will not change. That's the reason that feature is not implemented in this tool. When I don't know why, maybe they're just giving the option of validating the status code. They're not giving us the validation for string. I don't know, in the future they might give that option also, but how they are thinking is what I feel is they're just giving the status code. Anyways, for 201 it is understood you'll get created only, for 204 no content only. So that's the reason they have not given is what I feel. Got it? For the status string you do not have the option to validate as of now. So this is how you get all the results. Once you get the results, just have to save that. Just have to save, and here the step will be created. Understood? Understood how to give the hazards? Can you try it out? Please try it out. Getting late for your dinner. I know a lot of people are waiting for your PG dinner. Okay, just listen for a minute, guys. Please listen. I have one very important instruction to give. Please listen. Are you guys there? Listening? Yes. Okay, listen. Now that you have understood how to make use of hazards, right? How to use the hazards you have understood. Similarly, can you add all the remaining requests for get repo, update repo, and delete repo? And can you use hazards for that also? Can you use hazards for that as well and keep it ready? Okay. Okay. Please do that by tomorrow. Okay. And next, the next question is, what about tomorrow? So I had told you that tomorrow we'll be having an offline session wherein I'll be clarifying your doubts, correct? But what the issue I just heard is tomorrow there is no rooms available. Problem number one. Okay, there is no room available. That is first problem. And second problem is still we are not started with the live project at all. See, what I planned was these 3 days we'll do GitHub and we'll also work on the live project. Then we'll start. Then I'll have a doubt clarification session is what I had planned. But don't worry. What we'll be doing is listen very carefully. Tomorrow also we'll do the same thing. Tomorrow at the same timings we will start working on a live project. Okay. I know it is a weekend. You will have some your own plans, whatever it is. Even it is a weekend for me also. Please one day for at least for me tomorrow spare and connect for this class. Okay. Tomorrow we'll continue in the same manner. We'll do the live project tomorrow as usual from 7 to 9. And that Monday I will have doubt clarification session offline. That is for sure. Offline I will come on Monday. Okay. And whatever we are doing online tomorrow, the entire thing I'll walk you through on Monday also. Monday also I'll show it once again. But make sure that tomorrow you will connect and you will practice along with me. Offline also I'll come and clarify your doubts, but don't just depend only on offline. As of now, if you can see now itself, don't you think this online is very effective, especially for this practicals? I am teaching here, you are getting enough time to practice, you are learning here, but will it happen in the offline classes? It is quite difficult, right? So please look into the positive side of the things. Okay, so we'll do it online tomorrow and Monday we'll do it offline also one round. Is that clear? Okay, okay, okay. All right. Stop it.